Hello, hello! Welcome to the stream today, everyone. Today, we're just gonna have a simple art stream. I'm just gonna make some references for some characters today. Oh my god, my VTuber. Stop floating, Jesus. But yeah, that's the plan today. Just some simple reference making for my characters. Just because there's not really much else. In the background right now, there is Wii music for everyone's enjoyment, because Wii music is pretty good. I hope I don't get like copyright stricken, but honestly, I don't really care as much as I did before. But let's get right to it. To reference making. I haven't made a reference in a while, so I might be a little crusty on it, but that's fine. Let's pull up a good reference thing I have. I have a lot of Clip Studio Paint files, so I have like too many files to like have like a reference file for me to make references specifically. But let's just jump right into it, just because there isn't really much to do today besides making references. But here we have our canvas, same as ever. Let me actually see if I have a better reference for more wider kind of turnaround theme rather than a single line. Because sometimes I do like just like standing references, but I want to try and like practice my turnarounds, just because one, it improves my ability to do turnarounds and stuff, but also, let's not look at that. But also, I want to make these references more in depth for my characters, because I've been planning to make a comic with them, and I kind of want to get a feel for how I will draw these characters more often and whatnot. You know, you get it. But let's start with hello Cadex, hello Hikari. Oh, thank you for the fan art. Oh my god, that's so nice. Really? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm just looking at it. Thank you so much, Cadex. That's so nice. It's so cute. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I never thought that I'd be I'd get the honor of having fan art of my character. So thank you so much for that. That's a first. Wow. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Oh, I can't stop smiling. That's so, oh my gosh. Wow, this is so cute. Thank you. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. There you go. You get my hearts and stuff. Thank you for liking my content and being here and stuff. Of course. It's so cute. Maybe when I get like a good computer and or a good camera setup, I'll maybe do some traditional art for everyone. And also, if you guys want to do like requests and stuff, I'll be happy to do requests while I'm making references and stuff. Cause this isn't like a aggressive or like super intense stream today. Just me having fun, for fun's sake. But let's start with this first character, I think I've talked about this character before, Ellis. Ellis I. I know my last art stream was of my mob characters, but honestly, I don't draw them as often as I should. The ones that I draw the most are, let me get a screenshot of all of them. I'll have that one. And that one. All guys. All my boys. So, if you guys want to know the story about these three characters, basically, how do I summarize this? So, to summarize, these two characters are... thank you so much! We'll start with Ellis. This is Ellis I. Spelled like this. Pronounced as Ellis I. I don't know, I make really strange names for my characters, so there isn't really any logic behind this character, to be honest. He's just kind of a, he's a boy. So this character's lore is basically how do I say this? He's like a possessed demon kid. He's like, his body is like his, but his soul is the soul of a demon, I guess. The way I like making demon characters is that there's like a body, and then there's like the demon that is like, it inhabits the body. So this is the demon, and this is boy. Yeah, I've always liked making possessed characters just because it's such a fun concept and stuff. But let me start like sketching something for the ref while we're here. What's a good sketching brush? This is a good sketching brush. I haven't used Clip Studio Paint in a while, so I'm a bit rusty. But let's, the story behind this character is just that wow, thank you bot. Thank you bot for joining chat. That's very nice of you, bot. Never thought I'd have a bot in my chat. That's a first. First bot. Interesting. Anyway, the lore of this kid is that he used to... how do I explain it? It's like really confusing and convoluted because I'm also not the best at storytelling, so if I start like getting off like book and like rambling, that I guess that's just how I storytell, you know. But the story of this boy is that when he was alive, I guess you can say, or when he was just a human, um, he would get bullied a lot for being like a weird cat person, because he's naturally like a cat, and so he would get bullied a lot for it at his school. It was like I haven't made him parents because I didn't really think giving him parents would give his character much value. So he doesn't he basically doesn't have any parents, because they're dead by the time he's like in the like story, I guess. His parents are dead because he turns immortal by being possessed by a demon. But his story is that he gets bullied when he's alive, and so he like reads a bunch up on like getting stronger, or like getting more powerful, I guess, like magic wise, because like magic exists in the world, obviously, because there's demons. But after he reads up on like demon like dealing and stuff, he like summons his first demon, and his first demon is this demon named JT, which in my universe of like demon naming, I've always made it so that demon names are like just 2 letters, like JT or DT. I'm not the best at naming characters, if you haven't noticed. Not the best at this. But oof. After he summons a JT, they do like the deal, and Ellis basically just asks like, I want to be strong enough to defeat bullies and stuff. And so obviously that's a very silly thing to ask, because like it's so nondescript, and it's so like it's like a naive request, right? But obviously a thing that I haven't said, JT is one of let's do a small doodle of JT. JT is like one of the strongest, like there's like demon ranks based on how like bad you are, or like how long, either I don't know if I'll make it how bad you are or how long you've like lived, but JT is one of either the oldest or like the strongest. For giving names, I usually mix 2 or more words together like Pokemon. Names are names, just to be honest. You can have like a name that has meaning behind it, or you can have a name that's just a title. I say I'm not very good at naming, just because I enjoy names that have meaning behind it more, but I'm not good at finding like words that have like meaning and stuff without being like, oh, their name is Japanese for strawberry or something boring like that. I keep forgetting that JT is like an amorphous blob. But yeah, JT's very simple design, because I always like making my demon signs really simple, because the demon isn't gonna be very seen much anyway, because they're too busy possessing children. I worded that really wrong way. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, like I worded that really badly. How how do I recover from this? I mean, like, whoa, how do I recover from this? The demons probably aren't going to be seen much just because they're too busy, possessing? No, I mean, like, it is possessing, but just possessing the bodies of these characters, I guess. Whoa. But basically, JT is like one of the stronger demons. So as one of the stronger demons, no like demon wants to tell him to not do shit because he's too scary. He's like, he has like the power. We'll talk about his power later actually when it becomes important. But he makes the deal with Ellis basically, and so what happens is that in trade for his like soul, as demons do, normal demon trade your soul for power situation. In trade for Ellis's soul, he basically gives Ellis his powers. His JT gives Ellis his demon powers basically. Thank you for liking the story so far. But after, how do I? Where else was I? After he gives him his powers, we find out that JT's powers are like illusion powers or stuff, something like those, along those lines. He's really good at making illusions with like a kind of mist substance. Basically, he uses mists to make illusions and stuff, right? So what happens is, like, imagine you're like a person here, and so what JT can do as demon is that he can make like a mist appear around you, and basically the mist is like air LSD, and it makes you like hallucinate whatever he wants you to see. So like he can make like illusion fire and shit like that, and it's so his like power is like crazy whack because he can just like make shit appear. There we go. Yeah, so that's his power, and so he basically gives that power to a child. So now imagine a child with this power and doing whatever he wants. He can also do physical damage by like basically like water bending like mist weapons. So it's like mist but like condensed. And that's basically what Ellis does. He basically mists, he just destroys the bullies. He like destroys as in they cease, you know, like they just stop, you know. I'm not sure if I can say the word, but like you get it. Context wise, they're gone basically. Ellis does with them, and so after that part's done, Alice is like, okay, we're done with the deal now, right? But JT, he's like, this kid is on the brink of insanity. Let's have some fun with it. So JT is like, so JT kind of like flips the contract words on Ellis a little bit, and because Ellis is small and his brain is the size of a pea, JT kind of goes like, you never said how long you wanted my powers. And JT was like, and Ellis is kind of like, but I just wanted to defeat the bullies. And JT was like, yeah, but you never said that in the contract, did you? And so now it's kind of like, it's not blackmail. It's like, how do I describe it? It's not blackmail. It's, how do I describe it? Not blackmail, but it's like, you have like something of importance on like is it blackmail? Is that what blackmail is? When you have like something of importance and like you like threaten to destroy it? Basically what I'm trying to say is that JT has Ellis's soul. And so if JT has like can do whatever he wants with the soul, cause Ellis never really like said that like, oh, you can't like destroy it or anything, cause Ellis didn't know that the demon could fucking do that. But huzzah, the demon can do that. So what happens is that JT threatens Ellis that he will destroy Ellis's soul if Ellis doesn't do what JT asks. And so that's like JT and Ellis's dynamic for like, basically, a demon threatens child to do what he asked or he dies. Cause like if your soul gets destroyed, you just stop existing as like a person, I guess, is my theory. And so basically Ellis is like on JT's leash for like the rest of his days, basically. Or his centuries, because in my world, if you get possessed by a demon and the demon decides to stick with you for however long it wants, it kind of like you just don't age, because the demon is like what's sustaining you, and demons don't like die unless you exorcise them. Exorcise? Exorcise. Exorcise the demon. Exorcise the demon. But basically, since the demons in my universe don't age, because they're already dead. Why do you need to age when you're already dead? But because of that, if the demon possesses a body, the body doesn't age with the demon inside of it. So like, if JT were to leave Ellis's body now, he'd like age normally. But since JT is in the body and also has the soul hostage, Ellis just doesn't age, you know? Ellis is like, aging, what's that? Never heard of her. Thank you. Thank you for saying my story is cool. Haha. I'm just a little guy. But yeah, after realizing that his soul is not his anymore and that he just has to do whatever JT wants. Ellis at first is like apprehensive and is like, oh well, I don't want to do this anymore, but I also want to like keep living because the fear of death is still a thing. So he's like scared for his life to like suddenly die and shit. But then after a while he like starts noticing that like all his injuries that he gets throughout his like adventures, they just heal because that's like how JT's magic is like he because he's OP, right? He like lets his regen magic basically is really fucking fast. So like if JT gets injured, it's like nothing, cause like if Ellis' arms just like whoop gone, JT's magic will just be like, oh okay, it'll take a little bit, but your arm's gonna grow back, and it'll be like fine. It'll be like nothing happened. And so, thank you, thank you, Hikari. Oh my god. I just draw, man. I don't know, I feel like my drawing style isn't as like special. It's not like anything like new or like old. It's just the way I draw. It's whatever's comfortable for me, to be honest. But anyway, after a while, JT starts like realizing like, oh, I'll never die if this demon is in me. And he kind of uses that like not dying, basically like he gets a god complex cuz now he's like, oh, I'll just never die. Like dying's not a thing that can happen to me anymore. And so he Thank you, Cadex. Thank you, Hikari. That's so nice. Oh my gosh. That is not a good hand compared to the other one. His hands just are so round. There we go. More round. He's a round boy. Just because I like shapes and stuff, and I feel like round is like a good like, oh, you're just like soft or like not harmful, when he is very, very in fact harmful. Make you a bit longer. Maybe I'll just make your legs longer actually. Sorry, I'm mumbling to myself. Haha. But where was I? Oh, I was talking about how he gets a god complex. So yeah, this man gets a god complex because he's suddenly like, oh, I'm all powerful. No one can kill me. I can't be hurt. So that's when he starts like losing his sanity about like being a living human being. Like he starts like losing his humanity basically. And so after basically losing his humanity, he just starts like naturally being like chaotic for chaotic's sake. Like he becomes unhinged basically. He becomes an unhinged boy that can't be held down. So after that's his story. That's his backstory basically. I'll talk about the other two backstories when we get there, but to get to like the main comic part of the story that I want to like one day make, cuz I've always wanted to make. You have a cat eggs? Oh my god. Have I mentioned the fact that I'm a cat person? I like cats. They're cute. They're soft. They're squishy. Cats. I hope your cat's fine in the wardrobe. Don't let it like get hurt in the wardrobe. I feel like that's a silly way to get hurt. Like getting stuck in the closet. I feel like that's something that I definitely do. Like get stuck in the closet and like be like, oh no. When I get out the closet, I'm like, I'm Pan, XD. No one believes me. I'm not very good at anatomy. I'll lower the foot. He doesn't wear shoes because he's unhinged, and unhinged people don't wear shoes. Perfect. No shoes for the cat man. He wears skin tight because it's very flexible. There's a lot of skin tight jeans that are really flexible. So like, flexible man. Cats are very cute. I agree, Cat X. Cats are very cute creatures. I appreciate all cats in all forms. Even creepy centipede cats. In fact, maybe centipede cats are the cutest of them all. He's a menace. The menace that is LSI. He is a menace. He causes problems for fun now. Where was I in the story actually? I completely lost track. I was too busy complimenting cats as the superior creature. I think in the story I was talking about when Ellis like gets introduced. So Ellis gets introduced. The basic of the story is that there's Levy, the yellow one that I showed earlier. Not yellow, green. This character is a mortal, so he's a normal guy. He's a normal lizard guy, because lizard people exist. Because if cat people exist, then lizard people exist. And so he's like a lizard man. And so he wants to be like the world that I've made, there's like kingdoms, I guess. It's not like, I wouldn't say it's like fantastical or there's like warriors and stuff. But I wouldn't say it's like, it's like basically there's like nations and shit. And so what Green Boy, his name is Levy, but we'll talk about Levy later. Green Boy wants to become the ruler of all sections of the world. Basically, he wants to become, what is it? How do I say this? No, not aristocrat. I mean, like, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? I don't know what the word is. It's like, it starts with a D. It starts with a D. Dichotomy? No, I don't know words, y'all. I don't know words. Oh, what's the word? What's the word? It's like, oh, it's like the leader of all, but like bad. It's like bad leader of all, and like you're oppressive and shit. He basically wants to become kingdom. No, what's the word? What's the word? Oh my god, I'm like actually having trouble thinking of the word. Boss? Is it? Kind of. Yeah, like a mafia boss, but like not really. But like if nations were applied, like, why? It starts with a D. I know it starts with a D. No. I'm gonna just Google evil leader. Evil leader was not the word that I should have Googled. Dictator! The word is dictator! He wants to become a dictator. That was so hard. Why was that so hard to remember? He wants to be a dictator. He wants to be a dictator. That's what he wants to be. And so, his goal is, to basically rule all the nations and like make them like accept, like, yeah, basically just listen to what he says. And so he recruits Alice and he recruits the other immortal character that I have named Proxy. And so Alice is the first one to like join in the party, I guess. And so Alice joins just because he's bored, and so is JT. I think actually the story is that JT is first hesitant to join just because he's like he's sus of Levy, but Alice is just like, we're bored. This man seems to wish for violence, and we want to wish for violence because we're chaotic evil. And so Levy somehow, not Levy, what is it? I think, yeah, Alice somehow convinced JT to like go with it. And then, so that's how he joins. And so in the team dynamic, Alice is like the child. He's the comedic relief, kind of. Cause he's so dumb and stupid and small, right? So all he does is be stupid and dumb. Be stoopy is his gimmick. Invert. Nope. I wanted it to invert. Perfect. And now we can fill. Perfect. Great. We'll delete that and it'll be fine. See, everything's fine. You didn't see me fumble a little bit. So basically, how do I explain it? It's kind of, I haven't really like thought of like a storyline. I've wanted to make like side characters for a while, like all the kings, the colonies in the first place, you know, like stuff like that, where like I actually set up the world. But I haven't had time, one, and two, I just haven't been like, I guess, motivated enough to like put work into it so far, just because I've had work for so long and I'm like mentally and physically exhausted, bro. I wanted to try and use the flip note brushes, but I don't think they're gonna work in this state unless I fill it with a different color, which I can definitely do. What color would be a nice backdrop color? That color. I like this color. I'm still not good at color choices, so like, if you judge me, judge me. I'll let you guys judge me however much you want me to, however much you guys need to. I've wanted to practice using these flip note brushes, so why not try them now? Cause I know there's like a cool way to use like these types of brushes. There's like a way to make them like have cool shading and stuff, and like be cool. I can't really think of any other words other than cool, but like I want to like try and use them in that way. But like I should probably know what each brush does before I jump into that ocean of brush usage, because I'm still very bad at brushes. Thank you for not judging. Very nice. Very nice of you to do so. Thank you. But all Ellis really does in my like thinking is that he kind of he's like the distraction for the other two to like do like Levy is really good at like negotiating. He's like the talking. He's the one that does like the fancy talk. Ellis is really good at making distractions, or being a distraction, rather. So he's the one that like distracts parties if they need like an escape plan, or if they just need a distraction for like an assassination. And so and then Proxy's the one that like he's the one that's like the most powerful of all three of them. Like Levy's weaker than both of them. Ellis is in the middle, and Proxy is like the strongest out of all of them. But Proxy doesn't enjoy using his powers very often, because like they kind of like drain him a little bit. Because he has a mana system unlike the rest. He has a mana system unlike how do I say it? Unlike Ellis, kind of. Ellis's mana system is like solely off of like how much suffering he can make. Thank you for liking my OCs. Particularly this trio, they're probably they're like second of my oldest OCs. They're like the second oldest OCs I've had. Cause I used to have like a lot of OCs, but then I like got rid of them just because a lot of my OCs didn't have a lot of like story, or like they had story, but like I've always never been at like good at completing or fleshing out stories. So I would like have a lot of OCs with like unfinished stories, or like unfinished concepts or something like that, and it'd always like eat me up because I would be like, wow, your story is super cool. If only I had the time or like effort to finish it and make it like fleshed out and stuff, but I would never have that time and or patience. So instead of having a lot of OCs with unfinished stories, I like basically got rid of a lot of them from like my brain. Or like I just stopped drawing them, and then I've like kept the ones that I could like make a cool story out of, which is this 3 and the mob trio. And then I have like another one, but the other one is like they're on their own. They have no friends because they're also possession story. But we'll get into that character when I draw them on stream for y'all. Right now, I'll talk about Ellis. So, when maybe in another art stream where I draw these, maybe I'll have like an art stream where I make a quick comic, or like I make like, maybe I'll have a stream where I make like the first web comic of these 3 characters after I've fleshed out everything. So who knows, really? Who knows what I'll be doing, or like what will be happening? Cause that's a future problem. That's a future me problem, to be honest. To like flesh out this story, cause I really like the story that I have for these characters, but I also haven't been able to like think of anything that like how else to jump off to like the next major plot, beside like, except for them like meeting and each of their backstories. Like I've like put a lot of thought into their backstories and like what happens to them, but then I've never really put any thought in like how to like continue the story, or like what they do after they meet each other, or like what the kingdoms are, world building, honestly. So I'll definitely like work on that next time that I have the chance to like sit down and like write something, or like make a map or something. I've never been really good at doing world building, because like world stuff always like racks my brain. It's like I have to like make laws. Me? A lawless human being making laws? How scandalous. Truly. But like maybe I'll get into it, just because I probably should get practice in doing story writing like that. It'll help me become a better writer and content creator, just because as you can tell, I'm not good at telling stories. But maybe if I told more stories in the first place, I'd be better at it, you know? But yeah, I think like the end game, or like the end of the story idea that I have, is that like they like get like what they had, like what they want, but like the world gets worse. Whoa, that's a cool effect. Anyway, the world like they made it's like worse than like what they initially wanted, or like initially anticipated, kind of. Just because it's kind of like it turns into a dystopia, right? Because of course it does. Of course it turns into a dystopia. They're all tyrants. So they're all like, they all become tyrants and shit. And then after becoming tyrants, they at one point Levi dies, and so after Levi dies, there isn't really much to do, right? Cause well, Ellis's main form of entertainment was helping Levi, but now that Levi's died, there isn't really much to do. So like after Levi dies, it kind of, I imagine that the group kind of like breaks up a little, just because it's like, oh, there's nothing to do now. Well, I guess there's really no point. Let me work on this a little bit more. I need to flip it. I forgot how to flip. Hello! Hello! Welcome to the chat. Hello! Welcome to the stream. Hello! I'm just making references. Sorry. Wow. Edit. Transform. There we go. Horizontal? Perfect. Okay. Look at him go. He's just a dude. He's just a guy. Anyway. But yeah, but then I feel like after a while, they'd like, at least Ellis and Proxy would. He is Vibe. Thank you. Thank you for calling him Vibe. That's very nice. Get this brush back out. Was it this one? No. Is it this one? I forgot which brush I was using, bro. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was definitely this one. I just doubled it. This is the back. And the way I do backs is I flip it and then I erase everything. Basically, start from the beginning. But overall, I feel like at the end they kind of just like, I guess the climax of the end is that Levi dies, and it's kind of like the world of tyranny is over. But like Ellis and Proxy, who's like basically like lived their entire like they may like being like the second in hand king tyrant, their like job, and so having to like watch their friend slowly die sucks, cause like they're still friends. They like went through like thick and thin and stuff together, and they like form a friendship, and they become pals, and then yeah, you missed a lot. I'm so sorry. It's a lot of content. This story is a lot to like go over. I don't know why I'm redrawing it. I'm gonna just erase it anyway. Well, so to summarize for BTT and MASH, I have 3 characters. The one I'm drawing right now is named Ellis. The yellow one is named Proxy, and the green one is named Levi. And so the basic of the story is that Levy wants to become a dictator of the world, and so to do that, he kind of just he recruits two immortal, very powerful beings to join his mission, and for some reason they agree. One out of boredom and one out of personal reasons, or I guess the reason the you like the green Levy? You like Levy? Yeah, he's a lizard man. He's a lizard man. Reptilian. But yeah. This is funky, dude. Funky guys being funky guys. But yeah, the character I'm drawing right now is Ellis, and his, I guess, story recap is that he used to be a teenage boy that got bullied a lot. So he summoned a demon, and the demon made a deal with him to take his soul in exchange for his powers. But then the demon was like, well, I'm bored in hell, so I'll just take over your body forever. You'll have my powers forever, and you'll do whatever I say or I'll destroy your soul. And so Ellis, with no other choice but to listen, says sure, and now he's here, an immortal possessed cat. Yeah, definitely an oop moment. Oop moment. Don't play with demons, kids. You right. Don't summon demons for your personal vendettas, children. It's not good for you, nor is it good for the world at large. Toes. I'd never thought I'd say the word toes like that. Cat X? Don't get any ideas now. Their malice is rated E for everyone. Violence is always an option for demons. Don't go falling for their trap cards. Hey yo, that went pretty well. Invert. Perfect. Flip note brush. Whoa. That's kind of cool. Why does it do that though? It never used to double over. Did I do something fucked? Did I fuck up super bad? Oh my god. Uh-oh, spaghettos. Oh! Oh! Micah! I'm so dumb, bro. So I got a DM from one of my college friends, and I was like, you just texted me me, and I didn't know what that meant, and then I read chat, and it's like, I'm one of your college friends, and I immediately got it. Hello, Micah. Welcome to chat. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming by and watching me draw my characters and talk about my characters for like an hour. It's been an hour? Oh my god. Everything's been good so far. I've been having fun. Just drawing my characters and stuff. Hee. I can't believe it's been an hour of me talking about my own characters like a nerd. Like the nerd I am. There isn't really much to talk about now since I've practically finished over Ellis's entire story arc. So I'll just draw. After I finish drawing this, I'll talk about I'll start drawing the other two. I'm getting lazy. I don't want to draw in the lines anymore. Thank you. Thank you for saying it's a nice hour. That's very nice. Thank you, everyone who's still sticking around and watching. I'm glad to have you guys as bits, as my viewers. Thank you. How are all of you, by the way? I haven't asked today. But how are you, everyone? How's everyone? If good, I'm glad it's good, and if bad, I hope my stream helps you feel just a tad bit better. Yeah, I'm glad. Black cats. You should work on your stuff, Micah. You work on your things. That's good. I'm glad everyone's doing fine, / chillin'. I'm gonna just casually. There you go. Now it makes sense. Exams? Oh. I don't want to think about school. Not right now. It's summer vacation. I wish... Brain empty right now. No school. Please. I'm joking. You guys can talk about whatever you want. Fear of school. Oh, your school exams? I wish you the best of luck on your school exams. And you got this. Personally, I didn't really do well on my school exams because a lot of my school exams were essays. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I really don't like essays. Yeah, you got this. You got this, CatX. You got this in the bag. Yeah. Ooh, actually, I might end the stream after I finish this reference, just because my body is suddenly like shutting down, and I have no idea why. Like my stomach is like starting to not feel the best, you know? So I might end the stream after this just because my body is suddenly shutting itself down. Not the most fun. I'll do some facial expressions, and then after some facial expression references, I'll end the stream. So it has been an hour of just me talking, so I guess that could be a reason. I just don't want to stay quiet because it feels awkward. I don't want you guys to just watch me say nothing for like half an hour, because that's boring. I don't want you guys to be bored. Let's do some quick facial stuff for practice reasons, and then there isn't really any form or shape to Ellis's hair. I like to give him like a rat nest of hair, because he's like, he's basically a rat nest of character. Thank you. Yes, the expression of stepping on a Lego. The pains of Lego stepping. I honestly don't know how streamers can like stream for like 4 hours. I guess it's also because they have like a larger audience to interact with, so they have like more to talk about, I guess. But I don't know. I've never been really good at talking about random things or like bringing up random comments. I'm kind of good at it, but like that's like with a question mark. Depends on the thing, to be honest. I'm not saying that you guys aren't active. Just I'm now gonna draw the expression of someone. Just some expression practices. I think this is the last one. But thank you everyone for sticking around for so long. For like the hour and a half that I've been streaming. Haha. Smug. He's a smug boy. I think that's gonna be it for today's stream. A reference sheet and a monologue about one of my characters. Lol. But thank you everyone for coming on to today's stream. It was fun talking to you all. Let me make this a bit bigger so you guys can see it in full. I'll probably post this on my social media, so if you guys want to, you guys can follow me on my social media. LazyKitty22 on Twitter and KitBitNip on Instagram. And I think that'll be it for today's stream. Thank you. Give me a follow if you haven't. And thank you everyone for your support. And have a good day.